I have a couple of officials I'm speaking to, but before we do that, I have here the Deputy General Secretary of PSWU. Let me start with you. This is a home match. GBC is a founding member of the PSWU. And we have the Deputy General Secretary here, Brother Sampa. It is good to see you once again here in Bolgatanga. If you can face the camera for me. First of all, let's start with the theme for today's celebration: protecting incomes and pensions in an era of economic crisis. Our responsibility. What is your take on this theme?
The theme is quite timely, also because we know that in times of such economic crisis, the first thing for the employer to do is to restrain incomes of workers. Even in this time where inflation is quite high, in these times where every price is actually skyrocketing, indeed it is important that we increase our incomes. Not only increase our income, but our income when increased also cushion our pensions. Now, it is also time where we know that the government is trying to use various mechanisms to use the workers' pension also to save the economy. As we do this, we need to be mindful that as people go on retirement, they need income even than ever before. So this theme is quite timely. We believe that the various keynote speakers will give my position to it, and after that we are going to take it up and make sure that although we are in this economic crisis together, we will contribute our part as workers to get Ghana out of the crisis. But that should not be at the detriment of the poor worker and our pensions.
Somebody will argue that we are in a situation of economic crisis. You just alluded to that fact. Isn't it necessary that we all sacrifice to ensure that the future becomes brighter?
It is important to sacrifice, but as we consider to sacrifice, who should sacrifice first or most? We are talking about the state, and we are seeing that nothing has changed about the state and its apparatus, the executive and how they operate. How do you expect the workers to sacrifice when you have not cut down the ministries, when you have not actually cut down your executive expenditure, when you have not reviewed policies? You are doing everything, you are doing the same, but you want to tell the worker that things have changed and that they should sacrifice. That will never happen. We will only sacrifice when we know that the executive and the government machinery has modified their operations, their expenditure, and everything about our country has structured. Then, of course, if we still need to sacrifice, we will sacrifice. I strongly believe that if the executive become very mindful, moderate in their expenditure, if they review their policies, and some of the programs that are counterproductive are curtailed, I strongly believe that we wouldn't need to attack pensioners, workers' pension, or the meager pensions before we can save our economy. We can save it together. Nobody is coming from anywhere, not from IMF, not from World Bank. We can save it ourselves. We need to restructure our operations.
We need to restructure our operations. We just heard from the Deputy General Secretary of the Public Services Workers Union, Brother Sampa. Thank you very much for speaking with us.